From spaying and neutering to a surgery for a broken limb or an intestinal obstruction, it is quite common for dogs to have surgery, and it is also quite common for me to get questions about the best diet for a dog that's recovering from a surgery. Now, the one thing you need to remember is that oftentimes when a dog is recovering, especially in those first couple of days, he may not have much of an appetite. If that is what you're struggling with and that's what you're looking for, I do have a recipe that I've shared specifically for dogs with no appetite to try and get them to help them regain their appetite and eat a little bit. And I have some tips and tricks for that. The link for that article and video are right below this one if you're watching on YouTube or social media. If you are watching this on our website, topdogtips.com, scroll down to my article that's just below this and you'll find the link there for those tips on how to get a dog with no appetite to eat, and also some dietary suggestions in there as well. So if your dog has had surgery and he's recovering, this is the recipe that I would recommend that you feed for the first few days until he transitions and gets back to his regular diet. This homemade dog food for post-surgery recovery is very simple to make and it uses limited ingredients. The first ingredient you're going to need is 1 can. This is a 14.75 ounce can of wild caught salmon, and I've already added that to my bowl here, as you can see, and broken it up a little bit. You're also going to want to add 2 omega-3 eggs. These are scrambled, and as you can tell, I've also left the shells in there. The shells are a great source of calcium, so I've included those as well. 1/2 cup of cooked brown rice. 1/2 cup of carrots. I've left mine raw. My dogs don't mind chewing them up. If you think it would be easier for your dog to eat them cooked, you can boil those. They'll be softer, especially for senior pets or dogs that have had mouth surgery or have dental issues. And 1/2 cup of blueberries. Carrots actually contain restorative vitamins A and C, and the blueberries are a superfood that are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and some phytochemicals that your dog really needs while he's recovering. So this is all you need for this recipe. You can mix it up and feed it to your dog as soon as it's done. Here is a look at our homemade dog food for post-surgery recovery. As you can tell, our chocolate lab Sadie loves this diet. Now this recipe, the entire recipe that I just made, makes a 500 calorie serving. So that's enough for a 20-pound dog for one day. You would split it into 2 servings. If you have a larger dog like Sadie, you're going to have to obviously make a larger quantity of the recipe. Or what you could do if your dog is having trouble getting his appetite back, you could mix this food in with his regular diet. Whatever diet you're feeding your recovering dog, be sure that you talk with your veterinarian or a trained canine nutritionist about what is in your dog's best interest at this time when he's healing. You can store the leftovers of this recipe in an airtight container in the refrigerator for about 3 days, or in an airtight container in the freezer for about 3 months.